Yeah, we're very happy about that, and yeah, it worked well for us. It was a tough race, I guess, tough in all the boats, but yeah, we're very happy on the outcome.
You went quite east of the rum line there. Were you chasing more breeze and then it just dropped away on you?
Yeah, it's more about how to arrive a little bit on the on Tasman Island, and we know with the northwest it's quite tricky sometimes, close to the shore. So we just tried to approach as far as shore as we could. So we ended up going quite east. It might not have worked very well at the beginning, but at the end it was okay.
Look, certainly all four of the boats were neck and neck the whole way. I mean, InfoTrack, they had a couple of really good goes at it as well. And for a day of light air yesterday, both those big boats hung in there pretty well, which was surprising. I think they've improved a lot there. Similarly, on the first afternoon, we were quite quick and we didn't drop like we did last year. So the boats are getting close. But Comanche is seriously fast, like properly quick. And whenever you get near it, you're always sort of panicking a bit more than the other couple, you know, like they're coming by, you know. So they had their opportunities. I think that just, unfortunately for them, when they got ahead, the weather shut down, and so it just favoured us to catch back up again.
Hardly a wave over the deck, but it was a really interesting race to have four different boats with different strengths and weaknesses all sort of sailing together was really interesting, because everyone's solution is to the same problem is slightly different, and it's amazing how often you all end up bow to bow with each other at Tasman Light. But yeah, unfortunately we did sort of lose a little bit of time there. We got a bit chicken winged up on the entry to Tasman and lost touch with Oates a bit.
Yeah, I mean, for us it was really hard, you know. We've probably got the least stability out of all the big boats, and so we're sort of trying to stay with them if they're sailing the boat in our own configuration. So it was quite difficult. Most of the boats have AAS, but Wild Oats didn't have theirs on, and so we lost sight of them, and so it was really hard at night, really hard to tactically sail against each other, you know. I think Comanche should really have won this race, and they were very fast, and faster than they've been. So, you know, we were a bit fortunate with the breeze. We kept on bumping into them, and which would have been, you know, pretty frustrating for them. But even in the lighter air, they were quite fast. So
quite prepared to, if we had the opportunity to risk, to play a bit of risk, and but there wasn't too much opportunity, to be honest. We had to kind of grind it out and stay with them and just try and be as fast as we possibly could to hang on to them, and you know, and in general we held in there pretty well. The crew in general had gelled really well together over the last couple of months, and that's a lot to do with how you sail the boat, and then how the tactics evolve from that. You know, we've really good people all enjoying sailing together.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, to race down the Derwent with 400 footers, I mean, you know, you probably couldn't have forecasted that at the start of the race, and unfortunately it didn't go our way, but an awesome race, and good to be in the lead and mixing it with the skinny boats in conditions that probably favoured them for the majority of the race, and yeah, we're pretty stoked with the result.
Two boats fairly similar, and then two very different again, and yet still occupying so much of the same water. What's that about?
Yeah, well, you know, we made the comment that, you know, how incredible it is to have 400 footers, very different kind of scopes of the design spectrum, really competing in, you know, on an equal playing field, and I think probably the thing that kind of drew the boats together was the sea state. It was very flat water the whole way, and pretty different conditions to normal Hobart races, and I think the flat water really let the heavier and the wider boats like ourselves and InfoTrack mix it up with the skinny boats.
This boat has been particularly sticky in the lighter downwind, and we had a fair bit of it. But Andrew Cape placed us in a good position, so it's always like if you just have maybe the breeze a little earlier than the other ones, and I think that's basically what saved our shirt. We have had a fantastic team, and Christian Beck, the owner of the boat and of InfoTrack, has done a fantastic job. He's giving us certain freedom, but the team culture has been so important for him, and I think that have been we're working on the last couple of weeks that we've been together, and it has been a fantastic team. And I think he enjoyed it a lot. It's one of these things, of course, you all like to win, But he has been driving a fair bit as well, especially in the lighter conditions, and he's done an amazing job on that as well. And I think that's always one of the things. You have an owner, if they're just there as a passenger, that's no good. He did his fair contribution. If he wasn't driving and we had to do a sail change, he was helping, dragging the sails forward. So that has been fantastic, and he's a great owner.